Hi there, I am Max Smith, and it's time for number three. Yeah, three in the three videos that I would like you to watch this year. And number three is freedom of choice. Freedom of choice. Now, first of all, before we go any further, what exactly is freedom of choice? Well, basically, what it means. You have the freedom to choose what you want to do, what you want to wear, who you want to see, who you want to be friends with, who you want to date, who you want to, how you want to live, and stuff like that. But lately, in most countries, they don't. The government is infringing on that freedom of choice. They're telling you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to buy this kind of bread, you have to have, you have to be, you can't be protesting. And slightly, it's been slowly happening in this country, where our freedom of choice is being impended on. So if any of you candidates happen to watch YouTube, which I think you should, I think you should watch, as well as post your videos, you should also watch other YouTubers and see what they're talking about. Because it's one really great way to get to know the country. Yes, answering these questions that we put out for you to answer is a good way too, but also just take the time. Take an hour a day, that's all it takes, and watch a few videos each day. On your busy schedule, it will not hurt you in any way. In fact, it'll benefit you. To really see what we're really talking about. To hear what we have to say. Just take an hour a day, that's all I ask. And no government, I say no government of any kind, or no individual, should tell you what to do. Freedom of choice. You're born with it. Even an infant at the young age, expresses their freedom of choice by simply crying when it wants to be fed. It's choosing. It's saying, okay, or it wants attention. You already using your freedom of choice because you're choosing to cry. You're not just crying out of the blue. Kids don't just cry out of the blue. They cry because they want attention. They cry because their little babies cry because they're hungry. They want attention. And then as you get older, you find other ways to express your freedom of choice, of how to get attention, how to do this, how to do that. You don't learn freedom of choice. You're born with it. From the instant you get out of your mother's belly, out of your mother, or push forward into the earth, you have freedom of choice. It's embedded in with all of us. It has been ever since the beginning. But if we allow for it to be crushed, and crushed, well, then we're nothing without it. It's not just it's not just an action. It's a way of, it's a life. It's essential to life. Let me break it down for you. Here are the essentials to life. First, you got dreaming, imagination. Without that, your brain cannot function. And your brain not functioning, your heart is not being told, oh, I need to do this, do that. Because we all know, we can go 7 days without food or water. Not pleasant, but we can. 3 days without water, 7 days without food, and survive, even in the harshest of conditions, because we have the will, the freedom of choice, which is number two keys to survival. Because you choose to survive. You choose to survive without very little food or very little water. Then comes love. Love and caring go into one category. Basically caring, which basically means love. So then you have caring. Then you have shelter and clothing. And then you have food. And those people are the basic necessities to life. You take one of them away, life is extinguished. Because you need them all. Now you can take some away, you can take the food and water away for a short period of time, and if you have the will, the freedom to choose, you choose to survive, which everyone does, then you will survive. But if you take out one of the important ones, life is extinguished. So freedom of choice, people. Think about that. Freedom of choice. Your mind is your mind. Use it properly. Don't abuse it. Yes, you can abuse your freedom of choice. Just like you can abuse your freedom of speech. Thank you. That's all I have to say. This is Maximus saying, until next time.